Green things and unliving alike will bear witness to my wrath. They are mine to dismember, to disembowel, to crush. I will smash all that remains of these ruins to powder, and not stop until my hammer is found. And then the whole world will burn before I rest again. Such is my rage. This is the new pact I make to the Dark Powers!
You looked at me with eyes of hatred and rage, and now the fear is mine. I saw the unwavering sling of chaos, and he was nourished by your cravings. I spied the mansion and the one that lived within. Then I decayed, and I withered. This skin grows with changing faces. Each one speaks to lies for every truth.
Chosen of Khrone! Lusting for slaughter! Battle hungry! Khrone empowers! Khrone that fears us! Onward, Northmen!
Well, I hope you enjoyed that little intro there, ladies and gentlemen, because we've got an extremely spicy defense here for you today. Now, I've gone ahead and broken this down into 2 combat lines because things are a little bit chaotic here on the defense team. So, we've got 2 lines here, the first and the second line, as you can see on the screen at the moment. Now, in our first line, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 30,000 footmen who are going to be representing Empire Spearmen. We've got 30,000 great swords represented by heavy knights and 11,000 archers. On the second line then, we've got 12,000 handgunners represented by our good old British muskets. We've got 15,000 pike infantry represented by the elven spears, and we've got 10,000 hunters represented by the elven archers. Will the gigantic horde of 400,000 bloodletters be able to get through our defense today? Well, there's only one way to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Kicking off today's fight then, we can see that we've got a massive horde here of bloodletters currently heading towards this ruined fort. Now, the chaos here believe that there is a chaos artifact in the midst of these ruins, and they want it for their own taking. The local elector count here, hearing of the chaos plan, has decided to deploy his army here to try and take on the gigantic horde of bloodletters. And oh my, have they got their work cut out for them. Here we go, the good old swordsmen now charging right into the bloodletter line. These horrible creatures here absolutely slicing their way through the poor old Empire infantry here. Look at these things, ladies and gentlemen. Many thanks to Knuckles yet again for another fantastic addition to his mod collection. Oh my god, look at them. Chaos bloodletters here. Our front line is developing quite nicely at the moment. Chaos Horde has smashed right into it. As you can see, most of the units are on guard, so they are being quite proactive in their defense. We have got some good old standard archers here. Look at the amount of arrows in the air. Oh my god, that's absolutely insane. That'll be the elven archers all the way back here. These are our hunters, basically. And look how far they can shoot. That's absolutely ridiculous. There's so many arrows flying through the air at the moment. And quite frankly, it's needed because this horde is absolutely insane. Look at it. It is like a gigantic porcupine at the moment. To be fair, both teams look like gigantic porcupines. There's just loads of swords up in the air. Though you can definitely tell that that arrow support is really helping out at the moment. The bloodletters here have got about 13,000 kills so far. Our defenders have got 40,000, however, they are starting to lose the flanks over here. And there's only poor old normal Empire infantry over here. And they're getting cut down in their hundreds as we speak. As you can see, there's no gunfire or archer support over this side. Most of the Empire hand cannons here are on the walls. And they've got a pretty damn good range on them. You can see that they're trying to shoot at the front line, trying to provide as much support as possible. Same with the elves and archers over here. God, that is some range that they can get. So the elven archers are representing hunters. The hunters are basically like a militia unit. They've got some incredible range on them. Used to hunting animals, they are really have no problem here with taking on demons also. Our front line is holding firm against this insane chaos wave though. They are trying to push forward bit by bit. Look at this. We've got areas like this. But this is where our Khrone berserkers are, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, in the flesh. 10 of them have made their way to the front line. Look at these bad boys. Oh my god, they are just absolutely slicing their way through. Deflecting arrows off the cement armor here. It's no wonder. Look at this. They've just absolutely carved a path right through our defense here. It's the only point that is actually weak at the moment. And I don't know if we're going to have enough on our front line there to actually take them on. We'll need to come back to this pretty soon. In fact, it actually kind of looks like we've got enough reinforcements to push around them and even surround them here. This could be a weird little thing here. We're actually making an incredible body pile here out of all these demons. My god, they are being slain left, right and centre in this little area. I love the colour of these swords though. How they glow, like at certain angles. Like in the distance, it just looks like an orange mess, but look over here. Fiery, angry red swords just coming right for you. Now, the front line here is thinning out bit by bit. You can see that they have managed to finally outflank the infantry on the front line and are making their way towards the archers. However, the supporting fire from the hand cannons and the hunters is quite strong in this area. Hundreds and hundreds of demons are being cut down exactly where they stand at the moment. My god, we have got a lot of blood here. We're going to have to be careful. We may summon a champion of Khrone if we're not careful here, ladies and gentlemen. We do not want the Chaos getting their hands on any possible relics that may be inside there. But to be honest, I don't know what we're going to do with it if we do find one in there. It's going to be pretty scary for these guardsmen, for these Empire troops here. It's that'll be something that the local Elector Count have to deal with. Not something for us on the front lines to deal with. Look at this. An absolute mosaic of bodies all over the floor at the moment. And it is 90% demons, it's got to be said. Now our flanks are falling bit by bit. Will the demons be able to push through though? There is still the Elven Spear Wall over here, which are representing our pike infantry, sorry. I can't get over how effective our hunters are being at the moment. They are providing invaluable support here for the infantry on the front line. We're rushing forward. These bloodletters absolutely driven mad by the powers that be. All they thirst for is blood. The clue's in the name, really. Bloodletters. What are they going to do? Well, they're sort of going to make your body leak blood. And oh my god, have they made quite a few bodies leak blood. 54,000 kills to them. 54,000 defenders remaining, and we can see that there has been a critical break in the line here where the Khrone berserkers were, and they're going surging forward looking for the next prey. And unfortunately for them, it's the archers over here. Oh my god, not that the archers aren't already in a world of hurt. There's so many arrows coming over from our hunter group though. You can see that on up here as well, there is a couple of hunters on the wall. We are providing some really good covering fire from up here, actually. That is a really nice view of the battlefield below. It's pretty horrific, actually, because all they can see is a load of bloodletters swarming in over the flank of their entire team. That's going to be pretty terrifying, but also, I bet you're kind of reassured that you're on the wall and not down here in the thick of it. Like, the fact that the morale hasn't broken of these troops on the front line is absolutely commendable. I mean, if I saw a bloodletter, I think there'd be a very big brown stain in my pants and I'd be running the other way. But at the moment, the great swords, they know no fear, ladies and gentlemen. They're holding out magnificently. And yet again, I've got to say, I'm admiring this. The archers, they've survived a lot longer in the centre than I would have given them any credit for. Again, largely in part, though, that was to the hunter support. As you can see, though, the hunter support has dwindled now, ladies and gentlemen, because the front line of our elves here are being engaged. They're going to try hold out desperately with their pike wall. I don't know if it'll be enough. You can see that the demons are sort of melting here a little bit against this front line. Oh my god, that is absolutely terrifying. Look at that. Oh, that is just an orgy of violence and death. That's pretty dang scary. These demons are really horrific. Well, I can't actually remember. Do they cause like a psychology check for normal units? Like, I can imagine that pretty much anyone who saw these things would almost be driven instantly mad and have to take a morale check, because they're just terrifying demons. Like, if you could envisage a howl demon, this is exactly it. Red, spiky, wielding a big sword and just wanting nothing but death and blood. At the moment, though, ladies and gentlemen, 218,000 kills to the defenders. They've actually killed a large portion so far of this horde. I do think it's the Khrone berserkers here, though, that they're going to really struggle with. We can see there's at least one here still, and he is deflecting so many rounds and kung fuing, kicking the ever-living crap out of elves here. I probably should stop calling them elves. They're meant to be Empire pikemen, but it's just a lot easier to call them elves from my memory. Oh my god, we're actually slowly but surely making our way through this. Like, there's still a lot of demons left, but it does feel like they're almost evaporating against this front line here. Holy mother of God, look at that. Now, if ever there was a Warhammer scene, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We've got the big crazy walls with smoke coming billowing from them. We've got the hundreds of troops on the front, and then we've just got the insane demon horde. Oh god, I'm absolutely loving this. Thank you, Knuckles, yet again for bringing these mods to Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. I've been having so much fun with the Warhammer mods. It's fantastic to see. I can't wait for all the other crazy units to be added. At the moment, though, our wall is holding out. No demons have penetrated the outer wall. Now, there is a little bit of a weak spot here on the rear line that isn't defended as well as the others. However, in the centre, we did have a bunch of heavy knights here ready to lead the charge, and that's exactly what they're doing. Pushing their way out here now, trying to help our elven spear wall here. The guns on top here, glowing red hot from the amount of kills that they've probably got. Look at this. Oh my god. Absolute insanity. Oh, I absolutely love it. These poor old demons here. I mean, I don't know why they're poor. I shouldn't really feel any sympathy for them whatsoever. But they are just melting against this defensive line here. There's a lot of firepower and a lot of heavy armor here, ready and waiting for them. The elves, though, my god, they are putting up a stalwart, resilient defense here. Only 32,000 demons remaining. It kind of feels like there should be a lot more. Sorry, no. Oh, of course, I've got the numbers the wrong way around there. It's actually 108,000 demons remaining. That seems better. There's 32,000 defenders remaining. That is a lot better. Yes, 300,000 kills now to the defenders here. And we've got a lovely little blood pool here. Actually, no, this is... oh, this is where the traitor marines are, ladies and gentlemen. The Khrone berserkers deflecting arrows here, clearing out massive paths. Oh, that is a real big problem here for the defenders. We've got to hope that the guns do a lot better job here. They've managed to push through up to this destroyed little bit of ruin here. Don't think it's helped them out too much, though, because now there's a lot more guns pointed at them. Oh, Jesus. This is absolutely intense now. 85,000 chaos spawn here, ready and waiting to kill. They are starting to get through the wall, though, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this on this side. There is a lot of heavy knights on the other side. Great Empire swordsmen here, ready and waiting, but they are making it through a little by little. I don't know. This is going to be a tough one to call here. They've definitely still got the numbers. 74,000, that's a lot. And they are chewing their way through these defenses little by little. However, we've got to hope that these hand cannons and the archers are enough. Most of the archers, though, unfortunately, were on the front line here, and they're probably going to perish. In fact, most of them probably have perished by now. Oh my god. Look at the demons pushing forward, searching forward. You can see, though, that there's still a hell of a lot of arrows over this side, ladies and gentlemen. These are nothing but archers on this side here, and they are peppering the side of this demon flank. In fact, they're the only thing keeping this entire flank stable. They've been melting demons on this side. Look at this. Oh my god. So many demons are dying per second here from arrow fire. It's actually kind of ridiculous. We have seen, though, that these demons can kill pretty damn quickly. But realistically, I'm actually really surprised by the defenders here. They've managed to hold out really well against this kind of insane onslaught from Chaos here. What we're going to do very quickly is hit a time-lapse camera and see if Chaos actually manages to get through at the front line here, or if it's just going to die against the walls of the Empire defense. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You can see here that the Empire have made a valiant push here. The Great Swords pushing out against the demons. They are defending the breach here very fervently. Oh my god, look at that. Look at all the bodies strewn all over the place here. Absolute insanity here from the defenders. We're coming down to the last 6,000 demonic horde out here, and they are just crumbling against our heavy knights. I mean, they have really held the ground here. I don't think we've even lost many handgunners at all. Just look at each breach here, though, in the wall. There's just piles of demons all around here. It's absolutely insane. In fact, look at this. The knights are actually getting a flank here. The Great Swordsmen stabbing their way through demon horde here after demon horde. They do not care, ladies and gentlemen. I think we could go ahead here and declare Operation Mop Up. It does look like the Empire are going to be able to keep this area pretty safe. Though whether a Chaos Artifact here is actually here is a totally different question, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, our defenders, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually very surprised that they held out like this. I thought the Bloodletters would absolutely swarm them and overwhelm them and slice them to ribbons. However, it does look like strong, sturdy walls are winning the day here. God, look at the concentrated firepower now that we're starting to get on these, because there's only a few left. Everyone is just aiming at them. Demons are falling all over the place here on this front line. Gunshot, arrow, and sword. It's just absolutely slaying them. Oh god, they actually made a little bit of a breakthrough there. A little bit of surge. It's too little too late, though. The last 900 are being cleaned up right here, right now. Like, this is literally all of them now, ladies and gentlemen. This little porcupine here I've read is all that remains of our Chaos Horde. They have bashed against the Imperium of Man and lost. They have been sliced and diced, and quite frankly, look at this field. Absolute insanity. Just the bodies everywhere. Our first combat line did ultimately fall, unfortunately. However, the second one has held firm, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, the Great Swords here coming around now to do the last sweep up here. Only 100 demons left now. 100, basically 400,000 kills here to the defenders. They even managed to kill the Khrone berserkers amazingly. In the end, somehow they managed to do it. God knows how. I kind of missed that, unfortunately. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let's just make sure that this Chaos Relic doesn't fall into the wrong hands, eh? I do hope you had a blast. I know I did. Please do comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. A massive shout out to all our channel members who helped keep this channel going. And as a bonus reward, your extra content is now available, so go and watch that. And if you're not a channel member, why the heck not? Go and click the join button below. And if you're after some handy dandy artwork, links are in the description. Go and check them out. With all that being said, as always, until next time, peace.